Welcome to another edition of the Business and Personal Podcast, where we bring you closer to those people that you do business with. And we're excited today to highlight a big anniversary that's taken place. We're joined by Beth Barnette. She is the Director of Development and Admissions at St. Dominic School in Tennessee. And they are about to celebrate their 80th anniversary. So, very impressive. But Beth, thanks so much for joining me. And this is summertime. You should be taking time off, but you took some time to join me. So, I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for having me. Yeah, it is summertime. Unfortunately, my job is year round, but I have had a chance to take a little break, but it's great. Yeah, thank you.
So it's the Business and Personal Podcast. So tell us a little bit about Beth and your background and what eventually led you to St. Dominic's.
Sure. I grew up in South Louisiana and through different jobs, starting in management and retail, got me moved up here to East Tennessee, beautiful East Tennessee. And I've been here for probably 25 years and then transitioned out of retail into promotional products. And then my daughter we attend St. Dominic Catholic Church, and she attended school here at St. Dominic School. And during COVID, I lost my job, and the principal of the school, my daughter was here at the time, asked me to teach PE because I have a fitness background, I have a dance background, and so they were needing a part-time PE teacher, and I said no. and then and then I lost another job that I had because I had a couple at that time, and I thought, okay, well, I guess I have to say yes. So started teaching PE right after COVID, and I did that for 3 years, and then this admissions and development position came open, and I have a marketing background, business background. So I thought, well, it was a full-time position and it was time to do that. So I raised my hand for this, and so I've been here for this will be coming on my third year here at St. Dominic's.
Fantastic. And, I know you haven't been there the full, obviously, other 77 years that the school's been around, but
Right.
that's an amazing longevity. When you think about it, survived one pandemic, almost been around long enough to have survived the other pandemic that took place, economic downturns, you name it, all the things that can happen in 80 years. But just from your perspective over the last 3 years, how do you feel like St. Dominic's has been able to stick around so long from what you've seen?
It's really the very, very simple things. It's about people, and it's about St. Dominic making sure that we're focused on the thing that matters most, and that is God, family, the church, and truly the just the deep, the deeper reasons why we live, purpose and meaning, and really the whole human, and um not trying to be pretentious, not trying to be something that we're not. We're not trying to, be the most prestigious school. We are here to serve others, and I think because the school has maintained that level of humility and that level of just authenticness. I think that's why it's stuck around for so long.
Yep, technology can change, but some of those basic core principles never change, right?
Authenticity is what people crave truly in the deepest parts of their hearts, and I think that's what has gotten us to this mark.
So, what exciting things are planned with any celebrations and whatnot as the 80th approaches?
Absolutely. We have on the end of September, so the actual anniversary, I think the first day of school in 1945 was September 12th. But we're going to wait a little bit later in September, and we're going to do a Mass and Memories. So we're going to hopefully have the bishop of our diocese come and celebrate Mass for us on the 27th of September. And then that'll be at our church. Our church and our school are on two separate campuses because it used to be here where the school was, but it burned down in the 80s. And then they built a new church on a different site. And so, but we're going to have Mass at the church on a Saturday evening, and then we'll invite everyone to transition over to the school and do a little school tour, and we'll have some memorabilia and some memories. And at that time, hopefully have people really be able to collect some memories at that point and kind of use that as we continue throughout the year. So that'll be our big kickoff event at the end of September.
Yeah, I even forgot to mention the fire. When you think about all the things that schools survived, hurricanes last year, you name it.
Yeah. Yes.
So
Yes.
what's left? Hurricanes, fires, pandemics. You've been through it all.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's pull it forward now to the upcoming 2025-26 school year. Anything new that people should need to know about, or there's still openings for enrollment?
Yeah, we're actually we have a really good enrollment. Our 3-year-old class, I think we're up to 15 students. We can have a max of 18. So we have and actually we have 3 sets of twins in that class, which is amazing in our 3-year-old class. We do have some openings in our 4-year-old class, and we are at the highest enrollment ever for kindergarten. We were actually on a wait list for a little while. So we actually would be on a wait list because we don't have any openings for kindergarten. We're at 23 right now. So we have a great start to the year. And we have a new art teacher this year, and we have our music program is, geared up. We have the absolute best music program all around, I would say, of any elementary school in the area. Do lots of programs and Christmas full out musical Christmas program and end of the year musical for our older students. So yeah, but lots of fun activities around the 80th for the classrooms for to incorporate in the daily activities. Just really celebrating that. So, but it's going to be a great year.
And I know just from some of the people that you've referred over to me that are part of the school, it's interesting to see how many of them used to be students and now they're part of administration. So it's always cool to see that. And I'm sure you have a ton of legacy families too. That's probably a pretty fun part of your job too, to see the people that have been through the school years and years ago, but now are saying their kids or their grandkids are coming to school.
Absolutely. Yeah, we have our financial director. She was a student here, and now, serves, and I believe her children went here as well too, and still serving as an employee. She's been here for a long time. And then, our music teacher, her mom was a principal, and her children, and she went here. Her and her brother went here, and then her 3 boys have gone through here. So definitely a testament to that desire to want this for your children, and grandchildren.
Any in your short 3 years there, are there any stories that stick out, really memorable experiences you've already had in your time there?
Oh goodness. You know, it I love just getting some one-on-one time with families, and I love just hearing the stories of how actually, as I'm talking, I'm thinking through. I love to hear the families that come here with maybe, they weren't very strong in their faith, or they were the practicing another faith, and then they come here, and then they see the faith come through their children. I have one family, a husband and wife, and their child was in pre-K 4, and their child would come home and want to say prayers with them, and they just saw the joy that it was bringing to their child. And so they both went through a program with the church, and came into the Catholic Church last Easter. So I love to hear those stories, and I know that's happened over the years. And our job is, we are a ministry of the church, and that is to, bring the gospel to everyone. And it's really cool that we can do that in the school as well. So that's
Awesome.
probably one of my favorite stories.
Awesome story. And, that's why I do this podcast. Hopefully we can reach one family that learns about the school, comes in and has that transformation like you're talking about there. So anybody that's
Absolutely.
still listening is probably interested in the school. So how can they reach out to you, maybe do a tour or learn more about it?
Sure. Yeah. Our website is spelled out, full words, stdominiccatholicschool.com. And they can go there to find more information, or they can send me an email. And my email is Beth Barnette, and that's 2 T's and an E at the end, at Saint, SAINT, Dom, DOM, school.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining me, Beth. I'm going to let you get back to your summer break because you've got some craziness about to ensue with all the anniversary specials and the typical school year stuff coming up.
I do indeed. Thank you so much, Ryan.